In this video, I'm going to talk about the constant pressure to try and silence targets all over the world using various different means. But silence is just not an option. Now, the reason the enemy, which is the devil, tries to manipulate people into silencing the target is because what the target is saying is true, especially when the target has proof of what he's talking about, like I do. The enemy will use certain tactics, like pressure from people close to the target, threats of being banned from social media, countless videos taken down, all of which have happened to me, in an attempt to keep the truth of what's really going on from coming out. One clever tactic that the enemy uses is to divert people's attention away from the attacks and put their attention on the fact that the target is speaking about the attacks as if that's what the problem is. In other words, the enemy tries to take people's attention away from the fact that the target has proof, he has a witness, he has plenty of video footage to support the things that he's saying, which are actually causing the problems. In addition to that, the enemy will paint a picture to try and make people forget about the attacks in an attempt to shift the blame and try to make it seem like the problem is the fact that the target is bringing the attacks to light. Don't fall for it. This is one of the reasons why, when speaking about targeting, I love referencing the book of Job from the Bible, because you'll find this very same tactic in his account. Again, in the biblical story of Job, who was a target and was clearly attacked by Satan, according to the Bible, the focus was taken off of the attacks and the blame was put on Job and what he was doing at the time. It's important to note that the people who were blaming Job, which were his family and friends, really meant well. They weren't doing it with malicious intent. They all thought they knew what the problem was with Job, but in reality, they had no idea. Recently, I posted a video titled Witness Part 1. And in that video, I spoke about a type of harassment that I experienced a few years ago, which is consistent with this type of targeting. Now, not only did I accumulate footage of this harassment tactic, but I actually had a witness who saw it with his own two eyes after I told him about it. This video is a very good example of what I'm talking about today, because you see, the comments in this video are not about the video at all, but rather they're about silencing the target, which is me. Now, here's the tricky part. The constant talk in the comments about not focusing on that harassment tactic will serve to draw people's attention away from the fact that that video is loaded with solid evidence of the things that I'm talking about. Don't be fooled by that. Don't let anything or anyone distract you from the facts of the things that I speak about in my videos and the evidence that I provide to support them. These deflections are clever tactics that are used by the enemy on unsuspecting people who really mean well, but are not familiar with the tricks of the evil ones, one of which is to take the attention away from the attacks and the proof that's being provided. Now, before I wrap up this video, I want to speak about some of the important points from my last video, titled Witness Part 1, because as I stated before, it has solid evidence of the harassment, and I'm not about to let anything overshadow that. Number one, a few years ago, I experienced a form of harassment that is consistent with this type of targeting. Many other targets have experienced it as well and have posted videos about it. That form of harassment is excessive flashing headlights and high beams. Number two, As the headlights were being flashed at me, everywhere that I went, I started to tell people about it and get video footage of it. As I gathered video footage, one day while taking out the dog, I saw that a man had parked a white pickup truck on my lawn with the headlights flashing on and off. I have that on video as well. Number 4, I had told a co-worker what was going on in regards to all of these flashing headlights. He asked me to bring in my laptop to show him my footage of it. While my co-worker and I were sitting in my car watching the video footage on my laptop, when we got to the footage of the white pickup truck that was parked on my lawn with the headlights flashing on and off, the vehicle parked behind us started flashing the headlights at us in the parking lot that night. After this incident, I had my co-worker speak to my brother over the phone, and he met my brother-in-law face to face. He explained to both of them that as I was showing him the flashing headlights on my laptop, which I had been telling him about previously, he saw with his own 2 eyes that the vehicle behind us started flashing the headlights at us in the parking lot that night. Now, this video, Witness Part 1, also contains a clip of my brother speaking, in which he explains how he spoke to my co-worker, who confirmed to him that he saw the flashing headlights that I had been telling him about previously with his own 2 eyes. My brother also confirms in that video that he spoke with my brother-in-law, who met my co-worker face to face, and my brother-in-law confirmed to him that my co-worker told him the same thing. And finally, this video, Witness Part 1, contains a clip from another target who posted her own video showing how she is constantly hit with these flashing headlights as well. Now, I have to mention this. One clue that you'll get if you pay attention on the type of silencing that's trying to be done is that the individual in question only posts comments on my videos where I speak about spiritual attacks and this type of harassment. Never post any comments or likes on the other types of content that I put out. For example, I post positive content sometimes, like videos about miracles of God. I post videos about trucking, videos about UFOs and extraterrestrials, videos on politics, taxes, civil rights activists. Never a comment or a like on any of that content from this individual. These comments only show up on my videos where I speak about spiritual attacks and targeting. You have to wonder why. Folks, I said it before and I'll say it again. When you silence a target, you put that target in danger. Let the target speak. Even if you don't agree with him, let him talk. As always, thanks for watching, guys.